Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long boys blues, 1975. Using girls on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends used to bug. Long boys blues, 1975.
Welcome to another arcade versus Homeport comparison videos. I haven't done one of these in ages, and I certainly haven't done one of these like this before. This is Commando in the arcades, released by Capcom in 1985, and I'm comparing it to the Amiga version that was released in 1989. That's a complete guess, and released by Elite. Now, why am I doing this? Well, because I have my Kin Hank GP430 and it plays Amiga games, and I was really quite surprised at how good Commando was running on the Amiga, because Commando is one of those games that never got a home port that really did it justice. Don't get me wrong, I've played it and compared it on the Spectrum to the Commodore, and both ports are utterly fantastic. It's on absolutely everything, but there was no port that really brought the arcade home. The only machine that probably had a chance of doing it back in the day was the NES, and I can't stand that version because it strays too far from the arcade. Although you could argue that was a good thing back then, because Capcom used to port their games to the NES, same as Gunsmoke and stuff like that, and make them different, add extra things into it, which probably, if you're going to drop $40, £45 or something on one of these games, you would want it to be a little bit more than the arcade, you know, with its limited scrolling up, down the screen, bullet hell, 4 levels, 5 levels, I don't know. So, since the Amiga version, I don't know what it's like on the Atari ST, and I can't play that. Since the Amiga version impressed me so much, I have not played the arcade version in years. I'm going to compare them both to each other, and I have high hopes that it could be arcade perfect, because I know colour palettes and stuff like that, but the Amiga has shit tons of colours, and look at this, it's, you know, Sandtown and stuff like that. Anyway, let's put some money in. Lone Commando dropped into enemy territories, has to kill everyone, rescue hostages, and then get to the end of the stage and just fight doors and pillboxes and stuff that just spits bad guys at you. I'm terrible at it, but I have a soft spot for it. And Bionic Commando was actually going to be its sequel, wasn't it? Who am I on waving at him? Sorry. You haven't got, there's the first giveaway that, you know, get ready, is you haven't got for Browntown. Why was I holding fire down? It's the arcade. I've got a dedicated grenade button. But yeah, you have to hammer fire. There's no turbos and shit. Yeah, like I said, I love the Spectrum version. It's a really good port. I prefer it to the Commodore version. Lots of people think I'm mad for saying that, but hey, I like, you know, sort of not so blocky sprites, but obviously the Commodore has amazing music. But I'm going to say it, I always tell this story, and I've told it very recently in my Amiga review video. But the arcade we used to you know, frequent in Westford Ho, where my parents had a chalet. Used to go down the seafront. There was an amazing arcade, and it was twinned with an amazing fish and chip shop. And we used to, on Friday nights, I used to go to the arcades all the time because I used to go and get my dad's paper in the morning every day. The main reason being so I could have a quick blast in the arcades on the way to getting it, because it was on the way to the paper shop. But yeah, this amazing chippy that had the best fish and chips, I used to get them, and then I used to have a quick pop in the arcades. Always think of fish and chips because I can, when I play this game, because I can remember the smell of it, and the smell was great, you know, exaggerating of memory and stuff like that. I'm shizing at this. Thank God I can just keep pumping in money, or can I? No! But yeah, Commando was next to Joust. It's in a circle. Double Dragon, maybe Black Tiger, although their version was called Black Dragon because it had loads of hooky machines in it. And I loved it, and I loved it. And I played it after I played it on the Spectrum, which is a bit weird. What's the point of pumping in loads of money if you can't continue? Can I play this on analog? I don't know. I'm playing this on my modded Xbox. Yes, I can, in coin upstate. Obviously, your bullets, let me rephrase that. As you fire, your bullets have a range. You can see it hitting the sand, just to make things more difficult. Something very satisfactory, although I haven't done it yet. There you go, about hitting people behind the sandbags with your grenades. Those parcels there, I'm pretty sure you all know what Commando is. Look, they just continuously come. Was this the first true bullet? No! Storm game? I don't know. It's quite early. But I mean, like, as in shit just continuously comes, bullets just continuously come. You know, you're not having a nice day. You're not having a nice day. Right. I want to save Chuck Norris. Oh, this is right. You can't shoot the motorbike. I've tried many times on every single format. That bit is a nightmare. Grenade in your life. Oh, 2 for the price of 1. Oh, bollocks. He got. That's what we call a revenge nade. Wow, you've got to be pretty precise with your grenades too. Look at this. I mean, I know arcade games are designed to just make money, but well, I've just answered my own question before I say, why is this so hard? It's Capcom. Capcom hate you and everyone you care about in every game they make, particularly arcade games. Whoa! I have no idea. If I make it to the end, that's good enough, because at least I can do a comparison of the first level. I'm not getting through the end. This is not easier on analog stick. He's the commando. I'm the fucking commando. He's the commander. Massive point bonus, isn't there, for killing him? Is he just going to run off? He's just going to run off. And I've made it through to stage 2. Time for a cigar. I've earned it. I'm not going to die from lung cancer. I'm going to die from a bullet-related death. Oh. Well, I was assuming I was going to be dropped. Oh yeah, there's cars and shit now, look. Just because you thought the first stage wasn't difficult enough. First stage was easy. Ooh, ooh. I got cramp. He's got worse, he's got holes. Well, going back to the D-pad. So yeah, do you know what? Simple graphics, 1985. A year before Outrun, so obviously amazing graphics was on its way. But you've got to remember, some of the stuff, very early stuff in the arcades, from 80 to 85, was shit graphics. Wow, I only shot the one in the middle. Oh bollocks. Well, there you go. So this is a good looking game, I think. A very good looking game. I'm not doing it any favours the way I capture it, but hey, it's me. Oh, I remember that. So let's jump into the music's iconic as well. I don't want to put my name in, there's no point. Let's jump into the Amiga ports. I have very high hopes. I have played it before, very briefly, when I was just checking out the emulators on my Kinhang. So, let's have a look. Well, there you go. Commando. It is actually by Elite. Hey, look at that. I got it right. It's 1989. It keeps somewhat the same aspect ratio. It's not, it's entirely cropped, I would say, as the arcade version. And obviously the sound is coming out of the handheld unit itself. Don't worry, it gets louder. Now, I would like to think that surely the Amiga has more than enough grunt to do an arcade machine that was released in 1985. I mean, it wasn't too long after that, or they're about, what, 2 years, 3 years that it was released? Maybe a year or so, I don't know. Ask my brother, he was the Amiga kid back in the day. But, yeah, so the other, by the way, all the 8-bit ports, they went full screen. So it's cool that this keeps the correct aspect ratio, or does it? Because this might just be the emulator that it's running on. Anyway, let's get into it. Now, right off the bat, I can tell you that the colours are a little bit different. Right. A lot different. It's not as muddy and dark, but it looks the part. I can tell you now, it's not arcade perfect, but it certainly looks the part. Got to hold down fire for nades. Yeah, and I'm dead already. Sounds alright, just obviously it's coming out the handheld unit speaker. The actually, first things first, less people. It's still killing me, but yeah, a lot less people. Oh look. Oh, why did I try and yeah? I can't believe that this, see, I had high hopes, but once you jump straight into these things, then you can see how different it is. Not just the colour palette, but look how small the obstacles are. Like, you know, the big, I don't know, sandbanks and shit like that, they're ickle. There's a lot less action going on. Ooh, also the bullets, because it was darker in the arcade, you could actually see the bullets. Didn't mean you could necessarily avoid them, but you had a chance. I think I complained about this when I played it the first time around. In this, they've managed to colour your projectiles pretty much the exact same colour as the floor. Good job there, Elite. Good job. I don't know what, you know, I'm being harsh, but look, here you go, look at that. That's not a massive hill. That's a shrub. But, I mean, what reviews did this get back in the day? And lots of magazines were, you know, possibly never even played the arcade when they review games, would chuck around phrases like, it's arcade perfect. Look, my grenades are at the bottom middle of the screen and my lives are at the bottom left. I mean, obviously your scores at the top, that was in the arcades. I can't remember it gave me my inventory at the bottom of the screen in the arcades. Now, here's the thing. It's got as many people as the arcade game, but any sort of game like this, talking and playing, ooh, is a bad day for Dave. Right, hence awkward pauses. Right, fire wildly left and right. Fire into the air, boy! They'll run away. They never do, though. Ooh, amazing how I'm, you know, dodging these white bullets. Even they. Yeah, it's not as tits frisky as the arcade, but it's still pretty tits frisky. And I got to the end. Problem with this is, because you have to hold fire down, I'm getting you first. Oh, monkey nuts. Because you have to hold fire down for a few seconds to do your grenade. You can't just hammer nades of death at the door while it's opening, you know, to make sure. To ensue, if you will, you have a good day. Right, we got there. Can we get through? Spoilers? Probably not. Hey! Do you know what I would have been more than... If I came from the arcade into the Amiga, I would have been one bloody rich kid. But I would have been more than... Why did he sound like a chipmunk being shot then? Oh look, that shrubbery is bigger. Would have been more than happy with this. Probably would have thought it was arcade perfect, when it clearly wasn't. But, yeah, I don't know. It's weird. If I didn't play the arcade version first... Oh, fucking hell. I probably would have thought this was really, really accurate, as I did when I checked out the emulator a week or so ago, a couple of weeks ago. I have no idea I didn't die then. Ultimately, with games like this, because you can't use nades, you're shit out of luck. Right, I guess I should just do this. Open. Ooh. No, no, no. Ooh. I like the way that captain sticks around. Yoink! That was awfully decent of him. No! No! Well, why are they still coming? Fuck off! There's more of them than there is in the arcade. Oh, that was poor show on my part. I almost had that. Look, because the amount of time it takes to fire your grenades, they're useless. No! Oh, they just got to touch you, not even shoot you. They're gentle killers. He's fucked off. Good. No, he hasn't. Curse your white bullets. They're so fucking hard to see. I think this is the approach I took on the Spectrum. Just spaz out. Kill them before they get a chance to get rounds off. Hey! No! 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 By saying no randomly and quite loudly, I increase my chances of surviving. Fuck buckets. I know there's a bloke up jar. Oh, my analog stick's wigging out. And my heart rate's actually picked up. See how utterly useless my nades were. Ah. I saw that bullet. That one obviously didn't have my name on it. No, why are more of you coming? Did I make it? Did I make it? Ah, I can have a coronary now. Hey, he's got a scar. I feel like I've achieved something. How sad is that? Let's see how much shit comes flying. Like car eyes and stuff. Whoa! They got it. That seems to be just as frisky as the arcade, and they're pretty much accurate in size. Sorry, I had Windy Pops. It was sausage flavour. And brown sauce. Whoa! Don't go up the sides, too close to the sides, because shit can pop out and kill you. That's on any version. Yoink, 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 yoink. Yeah, like I said, I would have been well happy with this. Ah, you can't get your bike over there, can you? Doesn't need to, he's got nays. Oh, I remember this. Yeah, I would have been well happy with this. But it ain't arcade perfect. Look at it, it ain't arcade perfect. It is in essence, because it's so balls hard. It's a tribute band version of Commando, I would say. But I honestly think, maybe someone who knows more about computers and shit can tell me, they couldn't, that the Amiga surely could have done an arcade perfect version of Commando. But what do I know? Anyway, as always, I'd love to know what you think, especially if you love the arcade and you had the Amiga version. And thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.